Okay guys, welcome back to another 7 Days to Die Let's Play. We are on day 7, it is 4 PM, and there will be a horde in just a few hours. So, it's been a while since I've actually done a horde mode or anything like that, so we're going to gear up a little bit. Let's get a few weapons out. Let's keep the crossbow for a minute. Make sure we've got a good selection of ammo, because the way I play is terrible. Keep the mag there, got enough ammo for that. Let's take the hunting rifle as well. Yeah, we'll take most of the ammo for that. So we have 3 guns. Let's take a whole bunch of med packs. What else might we need? Take one of those out. Food and water, let's stock up on that before we get started. I'll give you a quick little run round of the base that I've got so far. Now I'm in a bunker which I've converted a little bit. To be completely honest with you, I have not done the best job in fortifying the place, and I have a massive flaw in my defences, which I'm pretty sure is the direction that any zombies are out there are going to come from. At least that'd be my luck. Now I need to make a spotlight quickly. Headlight. Battery. Let's see if I can make 2. Should I make 2? Tell you what. Make 1. And I'll steal my other one that I'm using to light this room up. Because at the moment, well, it's not too bad at the moment, but if I turn all my torches off, it gets a bit dark. You do see I've got some night vision on. I do need to grab some steel as well for a little upgrade upstairs. I'll give you a quick tour downstairs before I go up. So, you've got a standard room over here, which I've done nothing to. Those planks I put in there just to finish a little quest off, because we do have quests now. Yep, they're the quests, so the ones that are greyed out are ones I've done. See, I've done a fair few, and the ones that are white I haven't yet done, so I need to kill some chickens using the nail gun. Don't have a nail gun. And I need to kill some zombie dogs. I've only found 1 so far, which is a fucking blessing, to be honest with you. Do not want to be finding more than that. Have the bathroom, done nothing at all to that. The kitchen, put my boxes down for my supplies, a couple furnaces, cupboards. I'm keeping burnable stuff, so when I do use here any food I cook, I just use supplies that I've crafted already. So a little room in here, don't use that at all, but I have started to do myself a nice little mine. I've got as far down as here, it's about minus 29 meters roughly. But once I got to this point, all of this I've mined out, and the whole thing has been resources: coal, iron, sulfur, and lead. Pretty much everything apart from copper. And you see, I've done a walkway roughly every 5 blocks. I'm putting a torch. It is costing a hell of a lot of wood, so I haven't filled it all out like I have done this bit. But even with the torch off, it gives a fair bit of light for the moment. It'll probably be a bit darker once I box it in like I did here. This is where the torches originally were, but I decided to extend it to 5 instead of 3. So let's close that up. Make sure the guns are all loaded, because I have a bad habit of reloading my guns. Not reloading, sorry, assembling my guns and taking all the ammo out. That's downstairs. Let's keep that door open just in case I got to run down. Upstairs. This was all bare concrete like you see on the floors, but I have cemented a lot of it up. Okay, once I get up here, this was all wood. I have cemented most of it. Only iron along here, and these little bars here, which hopefully mean zombies won't come in, but I can still shoot out. And to be honest with you, they have quite a bit of health. It's 6,000 damage they have. So if I just take this out of it and give it a little punch, 6,000 damage, 6,000 damage, and 6,000 damage. Now, I'll take you outside a little tour. So, let's go this way. So this little floor I've put in myself, a little spotlight here shining out that way. Another spotlight, I'm going to put one over this direction and one in this direction. So hopefully when it comes to night, this whole area will be lit up a little more. Now that's a bit worrying. That torch seems to be working, but the other two not. Do I need to put them directly against the wall? How's that? There we go, some light outside, some light outside. Now, the little yard that's normally in the back there, I've started digging some of it up, putting some soil down. I've got some plants, some trees, and I've done myself a little outer wall as well, which I've cemented all down, and these as well have 6,000 damage. They're only like plates, I think they're called wooden plates, but I've done the same sort of design in the hut outside, so I can go right up to the wall. Hopefully they can't come through, and you see I've got a layer of the big spikes and little spikes. Let's go outside through a big hole in my wall. This is my way in and out of my bunker at the moment. I haven't actually got an escape tunnel, anything like that set up yet, which, yeah, very stupid. I will do eventually, but all the way around there's at least one layer or two layers of spikes, one layer thin, one layer thick, all the way around. I've done this side a bit heavier than the other side because when it comes to night time, horde time, I plan to stay in this area so I can run down to the bunker if needed. But I've got it all the way around, and yeah, that is my bunker, including the stupid asshole here. I have thought about putting a door there, but I know in the earlier builds doors did attract zombies, so I'm hoping the lack of door will help. It'll actually keep them away from that. So I've got my potato plants growing here, bit of corn, a bit more potato. My Corinthians, you can't actually grow these, you just pick them up, and they have no recipe. Well, they have recipes, sorry, but it's only for wood things, there's no actual seeds or anything. So they're just basically sat there for the minute. Couple trees, got a bit of corn over here, might be more potatoes, and I've got some corn in the middle and some coffee on both sides. Little trash can which is empty, and a nice little storage chest which has my mini bike and 1,000 fuel, and obviously a nice steel door which I just want to upgrade. Right, I need some more scrap to do that in a minute. Right, let's run upstairs quickly. Oh, that's fully done. Oh, I forgot the cement. Crafting has been a real grind on this. One thing they've done to make things a little bit easier on crafting is you now have a cement mixer and a workstation, which basically they craft things you can already craft. But as you've only got 4 crafting slots and it can take ages, you start one in here, you start something in here, and you can do something in there. So you can technically have 3 things crafting all at the same time. I mean, as far as I'm aware, the workbench is pretty much everything you can do in your normal inventory. The only thing the cement mixer does that I don't think you can do is crush sand. I think everything else is in your inventory. And we've now got these support beams, something I actually added in myself. Not that it actually does anything apart from getting my way here, but I wanted to see what it was and what it actually done. Oops. It's supposed to give you your buildings and structures more support. So anyway, let's get my backside back up here. It's 6:30. We've got to wait until 10 PM. Now the idea behind this, hopefully, when the zombies do come, if they come in the yard, I'm going to leave one weak point. So hopefully they break this down, and if they break that down, that gives me a window to shoot them from. If they break this side down, it's 1.5 blocks. Not sure if they can get through there, but if they do, they drop down here. Now the theory with doing that 1 block is that zombies can't duck, so they drop in and they won't be able to get down. Dogs and crawlers, Yeah, there's a chance they get down. If they do, shoddy to the face. Okay guys, we're back. It is 10:15. Let's get out here and get in position. Now the question is, where do we wait for the start of the horde? Should we wait on the roof? See which direction she's coming from. And then we can just drop straight back down. In fact, let's make this drop down a little bit easier. We should have time to do it before the horde turn up. Okay, you may notice I cut my trees down. I have replanted them. You can just see the seeds there. Or the saplings, sorry. Just to give me a better line of sight around the back here. And I did as well put 2 wooden frames up and just patched them up a little bit. Just in case. Now ideally, you're probably going to need like 3-4 people to defend this on a proper horde night. But hopefully the first horde will survive. Alright. It's 10 o'clock. Where will they come from? Here, zombie, zombie, zombie. Here, zombie, zombie, zombie. I think I turned my furnaces off as well, just so the noise doesn't attract them to the back. Because the noise does have a habit of attracting them. Come on zombies, where are you? There's the blood moon. Now I believe that the moon was the direction zombies used to come from. So they should be coming from this direction. Soon. And that's a pain in the ass if they do that as well, because that's the one direction that's hardest for me to see in, because it all slopes uphill. Just get in and show you a minute. You see that? I can't really see that far, not unless I crouch. Do need a quicker system to get downstairs though, that took a bit longer than I'd like. Okay guys, it's just got midnight into day 8 and still no sign of any bloody zombies. Not quite sure what's happening. But I thought while we're waiting, I'll take a little opportunity to maybe try and explain a bit more on my base what I want to do. So, I mean, I've already shown you the little walkway round I've got here. I'm pretty much going to leave that bit as it is. I'm quite likely I'm going to put some kind of railing around the outside, so 1, I don't fall off. 2, it offers me a little bit of protection against the zombies outside, the spitters and that sort of thing, and hopefully I'll be able to shoot them through the railings. This building is going to become my kind of outwatch tower sort of thing, so I'll probably do it maybe double the height of what it is now. I'm not quite sure the full design of it yet. I was liking the idea of keeping a tiled roof on the top, but maybe when it gets to that height I won't really bother about it too much. But we'll see. My design has been changing pretty much as I go constantly. I mean, the outer wall there, I was never really going to do that platform. Now I've done it, I wish I'd done it a block or 2 higher, because I was going to put a metal frame up coming to the side here so I can walk across and shoot directly down into the spikes. But the height I'm at, zombies will actually be able to just reach up and punch the frame away from underneath me. I'd fall into the spikes and get zombies and spiked. So that's probably not the best idea to do it that way now. Because of the blocks I've used as well, if I go to build anything on top of them, I don't have anything here to show you, but they take up a whole frame, a whole square block, rather than just the little line at the bottom. So anything I try and place on top will actually be effectively floating, which means there's no structural stability whatsoever, and will just cave in, collapse, and probably destroy what I've already built. And that would be a bloody shame, wouldn't it? And let's say the tower, I was thinking sort of every level, sort of 3, maybe 4 levels going up, each level would have an outer rim, sort of like what I got downstairs, very similar to that, so they can look out, shoot at things, maybe an external walkway going around, just as I explained I want to do with here with the railings, so we can look directly down and shoot anything that walks below us. I mean, ideally, the size of this base, now I think about it, is probably better to have 3 or 4 of you defending it rather than just one. So I've really overstretched, which is why that area is going to stay as it is, and I want to focus on the tower. I mean, mostly that area is going to be used for is crops, growing stuff, trees, that sort of thing. I may sort of, because of the mini bike, I may do a little ramp in and out, so instead of having to dismantle it, jump through, I can just literally ride it in, ride it straight out again. I mean, my nearest road to me isn't too far off, just here, which can go straight across to this town or this one here. And all of these roads here actually lead to towns. We got one town over there, one town over there, and a town that's literally right on top of us. I mean, I've explored this way a little bit, but only by following the main roads. I've not actually branched off too much. Now I've got the mini bike, I'm hoping to get out and explore a little bit more. And the fuel was a pain in the ass. With the fuel, is it gas? Yeah. I had about 12 gas barrels, but I didn't have the recipe to get the gas can, so I couldn't actually make any of my own gas. Luckily now I have. I mean, when I showed you the box down there for the mini bike earlier on, there's a stack of 1,000. I think I've changed the barrels into about 2,000-3,000 gas at the moment, which you get 600 from each gas. And yeah, I mean, being now in Alpha 14.4, it is bringing a few more options in. I mean, crafting options are widening up a little bit, a few more tools. The guns seem to be about the same. There are a few new buildings in there. There's a bank, I actually have one down just there, and a police station, which I think is just there on the map, or it might be in this other town actually. I can't remember which way around it goes. No, I'm pretty sure that's the bank there, that's the police station, sorry. Yeah, they've changed the name of the Book of Noble. I forget what it's called because I've not actually found one yet. But from what I've seen of other YouTubers, they have changed the name of that. It seems to be a hell of a lot harder getting crafting materials now, the recipe books and stuff. And also, the crafting menu, crafting trees, it used to be 1.5 pages. We've now got 3.5 pages. To craft your ammo, you don't need a book anymore. Here we go. You just select the one you want and tick it off. And that's the same for like your steel smithing, your workbench. Steel smithing, I spent hours searching for that bloody book. It wasn't until I went through the crafting menu I realised I had it there all along. It was an absolute bloody pain in the backside. I mean, another one is your Quality Joe. Where's she to? You need a scavenging level of 60 now to unlock that. Pretty sure it used to be 30 to get all 3 levels. Now it's 60, so I've only got 2 or 3. And because the towns are so far away from me, running between the 3 constantly searching for stuff is an absolute nightmare. It's really hard to get your scavenging level up to scratch, which is why I've only got Quality Joe's level 2. Oh, come on, zombies. Just a little bit bloody frustrating, I might add. Well, we still have a little bit of time before 4 AM, which is the end of the morning. So once again, I'm going to cut off, and I shall see you either at the next zombie or at 4 AM. Okay guys, well, it's 3:30 in the morning. Still no sign of any zombies whatsoever, so I've done a little inventory dump. See, I've got rid of my hunting rifle, got quite a bit of my ammo's gone. Only 2 med packs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run down to this town, show you the bank, because, you know, do fucking something, eh? And because it's still night time, we might find a couple zombies. I should have brought a drink to help me run actually, but let's just run and see what we can find. Okay, I'm back in. Still undetected. And we've just gone today, so there'll be no more zombies. Well, no more crazy ass running zombies, but they'll be the usual slow type, like this dude. still takes a fair few bloody hits. Alright, the bees no longer... Oh. Now we're going to come out to play. Bees no longer get harvested, you have to... that didn't work very well, did it? Get out the tree, Jay. I thought I heard someone burning. Well, at least we got to see a few zombies at the end of it. Right, let's have a quick run down here, take a few more zombies. I mean, the bank itself is not very impressive. The biggest thing about it is that the cat found shot. What was I going to say? Ah, the fact that it's full of saves. I should expect from the bank. Ooh, another thing. Graveyards. We now have graveyards. Now there's actually 3 in this one little town. One there, one down there, and one over that way, I think. Oh no, one at that side. But in each one, you can dig up the graves. Where's my shovel? And find things. Not one here. There you go, there's a coffin down there. Paper. Let's dig this one up a little bit just so you can see it properly. Right, I won't dig it up properly, but yeah, that's enough. Let's get rid of our visitors. Zombies also die differently, or not die, but if you ever played this before, you'd notice zombies are always a big pile of gloop. Let's just check these out. And Steve's different. He's no longer Steve. He's now not Steve. But these 2 zombies over here. Oh, there's another one. Oh, you're going to tell me the zombie horde's finally come out. Enough funny. Fucked her with a bullet. It's a bit harsh here. Bit of ammo, search the coffin. Some of the clips have safes in as well. Jump up to take those. Right, these zombies change. They have. Zombies now, instead of the big blobs, they turn into these little mushy things. Which you can slice up. You get your usual meat. Come on. Okay. Now I was under the impression that you get bones and animal fat from them, but maybe that was a There's another graveyard. Okay guys, and here we have the bank. And a chicken that does not want to be killed. Although my terrible shooting doesn't help things. Chase the chicken, chase the chicken, chase that chicken now. Wow, I am bad at this. Got you. Okay. Do the old usual looting around. Scrap all my scrappy bits, chuck all the crappy bits. Ooh, do nothing at all. Good. If I have enough crap without adding more to the collection. Okay. Now, the bit with the bank. Get the nice vault door. Door's got a lot of house, so it's easy to go through the wall. You've only got to take out these 2 blocks, that's it. And we have a bunch of safes. And each safe is just a mixture of stuff. Some good, some bad. But yeah, anyway guys, that's it for this episode. I'm sorry it was a bit of a shit one. I did try, I promise. Anyway guys, if you like the episode, please do the usual, like, subscribe. Sharing this around would be really appreciated. The more people that get to see it, obviously the more people that get to enjoy it, or hate it, you know, either way. But thank you very much for watching guys. Take it easy. Bye.